Jai Hind students. Today we will discuss about the chemistry class 9th. Students, this is my YouTube channel Chemistry by Sir Harish. If you want, then you may subscribe, like and share it. Now our topic is solution. This is the definition of the solution. A solution which is the homogeneous mixture. Actually, the word solution means it is the true solution that is the homogeneous solution. So if you want to define the solution, then you can tell that a solution is the homogeneous mixture of two or more components whose composition may be gradually changed by changing the relative amount of the components. Or simply you can tell that a solution, the word solution means it is the homogeneous solution or true solution which have the particle diameter near about 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Okay, now binary solution means the solution, actually it is the mixture. So how it will form? It is formed by the mixing of two or more than two components. And if we will discuss about the binary solution, then we can tell that binary solution which is made up by two components, because bi means two, means a solution which is made up by two component is known as binary solution. Okay, if binary solution is there, then two components and one component is said to be the solute, another is said to be the solvent. Firstly, we will see the example of the binary solution. Suppose sugar in water, salt in water, glucose in water, fructose in water, kerosene in water. These all are the binary solution because they are made up by two component only. Okay students, once again, binary solution is a solution which is made up by two component. For example, mixture of, this is I'm telling the mixture, but here since we are discussing about the solution, then we can tell that sugar in water, salt in water, glucose in water. But this is the kerosene in water. This is not the example of the solution, that is true solution. It will come under the heterogeneous solution. So I have given this one to know about the heterogeneous solution also. You should know that heterogeneous solution, some example. Okay, now component of the solution. As we have discussed that solution, if the solution is the binary solution, then one component is said to be the solute and another is said to be the solvent. What is the solute? Solute is the component of the solution which is in less amount, whereas solvent is the component of the solution which is in more amount. For example, salt in water. You have added the salt in water, means salt is in less amount and water in the more amount. So here salt solution with water is the example of the homogeneous solution in which salt is the solute, water is the solvent. Okay, similarly, suppose glucose in water. Glucose in water. Now students, this is the summer time. During the summer you are using the glucose to take the more energy, instant energy. So glucose you are adding in the water. So which one is the in the less amount? Yes, very good. Glucose in the less amount. So glucose you are adding in the water. It means glucose is the solute, water is the solvent. Similarly, suppose you want to add the sugar in water. So sugar in water, here sugar will be the solute and water will be the solvent. Okay, so this is a component of the solution. A component of the solution in case of binary solution, you can tell that the solute and solvents are the component of the solution. Solute which is in the less amount and solvent which is in the more amount in the solution. Okay students, I have given so many examples. You can write anyone. Now a solution may be formed by the mixing. How the solution will form? See, if you want to classify the solution, then there are so many criterias are there. But here, some we will discuss with you. See, a liquid with another liquid means it is said to be liquid solution. Liquid means a solution in which both components are the liquid. For example, mixture of water and alcohol. See, water is the liquid, alcohol is also liquid, so this is the example of the liquid mixture. Similarly, suppose in your laboratory you can see that you are getting pure, that is concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid, that is the liquid form. If you want to make the dilute sulfuric acid, then you have to add that sulfuric acid into the water, and what will form, my dear? Dilute sulfuric acid will form. So here concentrated sulfuric acid and water both are the liquid, so it will come under the example of the liquid solution in which both components will be the liquid. Now next, solid with liquid. A solid with liquid. Here one component will be the solid and another will be the liquid. So it is said to be solid liquid solution. Okay, for example, sugar in water. Here sugar is the solute and water is the solvent, and sugar is the solid form and water will be in the liquid form. Similarly, salt in water. Salt is the solid, water is the liquid. Sodium hydroxide. Actually, in the laboratory you are getting the aqua solution of the sodium hydroxide. But dear students, if you will ask with your teacher, subject lab assistant, then they will show you solid sodium hydroxide. Solid sodium hydroxide. So that is the solid form, and water which is in the liquid form. So which kind of solution it is? It is the example of the solid liquid solution. Okay. Now a liquid with a gas. You can see the example of the liquid with a gas in your daily life. Now during the summer time you are taking the cold drink. Okay, soda water. Cold drink in which we are filling the carbon dioxide at the high pressure. Dear students, I want to tell that what is need to add the carbon dioxide in the cold drink. So you can tell that, see, carbon dioxide CO2, when it will come with the contact with the water, then it will form the carbonic acid H2CO3. The taste of the carbonic acid is pleasant taste. Means by adding the carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide you are adding in the liquid, in the solution, it will convert into the carbonic acid H2CO3, which have the pleasant taste. So to increase the taste of the soda water or cold drink, we are adding the carbon dioxide. Here but you are adding the carbon dioxide in the water, so carbon dioxide is the gas, water is the liquid. Means this is the example of the gas in liquid. So that is why I have written here a liquid with a gas. Liquid is the soda water in which carbon dioxide gas is filled there. Okay. Now, a solution may be formed by mixing up a solid with another solid, means solid solid mixture. See, both components are the solid, so you may write solid solid mixture. Means a mixture which is made up by, means a solution which is made up by the mixing up two different solid. For example, alloys. See, alloys are very important solid material which have very important role in our daily life. We will discuss about it in the next class, but you can see the example of the alloy, just like brass. Brass is the solid solution containing 70% of the copper, 70% copper and 30% zinc. Dear students, you may see here, this is the zinc which is in the less amount, so it is said to be solute, and 70% copper, that is copper is the solvent. Okay, now true solution. What is the true solution? See, but actually solution are classified into three way, in three different categories on the basis of particle diameter. I am telling, on the basis of particle diameter, solution categorized into three different way: true solution, colloidal solution and suspension solution. True solution, colloidal solution and suspension solution. Now, firstly we will discuss about the suspension solution. See, but suspension solution is a solution for which the particle diameter is greater than 10 to the power minus 5 centimeter, means its particle size will be very very big. And you may see the suspension solution example in your daily life. You can prepare also. If you will add the sand in water, then you will get the suspension solution. Suspension solution particles, means solute particle, will settle down when you will keep for some time, and it is visible with naked eye. Now, colloidal solution, it is a solution for which the particle diameter is 10 to the power minus 7 centimeter to 10 to the power minus 5 centimeter, that is near about 10 angstrom to 10 to the power minus 3 angstrom. Okay, whereas for the true solution the particle diameter is less than 10 to the power minus 7, or if you want then you can tell that it is the 10 angstrom. But according to your book, for the true solution, a solution in which the size of the solute particle is about 10 to the power minus 10 meter, 10 to the power minus 10 meter, and if the particle size is very very small for the true solution, my dear, then it will not settle down, its particle will not settle down, and diffusion will be very rapidly, and it will be a clear solution. Understood? And it will be not visible with any of the optical means. Means you can tell that true solution is a solution in which the size of the solute particle is about 10 to the power minus 10 meter, and for this solution we can tell that it will be a very very clear solution in which diffusion will be take place rapidly, and the particles, means if we will discuss about the visibility, then we can tell that not visible with any of the optical means. Okay, means the particle size, particle diameter of the true solution is very very small. Okay, now characteristics of the true solution. See, first one I have given, it is a homogeneous mixture. See, there are two type of the solution. on the basis of miscibility, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous solution is a solution for which the composition of solute and solvent particle throughout the solution will be same. So true solution is a solution for which we can tell that it is the example of the homogeneous mixture. The solute particle are very small and about 10 to the power minus 10 meter, or if you want then you can tell 10 angstrom also, but near about I am telling. So solute particle is very small, about 10 to the power minus 10 meter. It is a clear and transparent solution, my dear. It does not scatter the light. See, in higher classes you will learn about the scattering of the light. Scattering of light is known as the Tyndall effect. Once again, Tyndall effect. Scattering of the light is known as the Tyndall effect. So true solution will not scatter the light, but colloidal solution will scatter the light. Colloidal solution will show the Tyndall effect. Okay students, now the components cannot be separated by the filtration. What is the reason behind it? That component of the true solution cannot be separated by the filtration because of the very small size of the particles. See, a filter paper pores is bigger, which will allow to pass the solute and solvent particles from their pores. So if solute and solvent particle both will pass through the pores of the filter paper, my dear, it means we cannot be separated by any physical by the filtration method. Okay, last one is the solute particle in a solution do not settle down. Yes, because of the smaller size it will not settle down. It will show the diffusion. It will be in the motion only with the solute and solvent particles. So these all characteristics we can use in the definition also. Okay students, so thank you for watching. This is my YouTube channel, Chemistry by Sir Harish. If you want then you may subscribe it to get the notification for the new videos, and you may share also with your friends. Thank you. God bless you.